Hi, you guys. How are y'all doing? Can you guys hear me?
Hello. Hello.
Hi. JJ, are you showing off your cleaning supplies there?
Click here to launch meeting.
All right, you guys. So we are going to get started. We still have some more people joining as we go, but wanted to make sure that you guys are able to share your cameras. It's always a little bit easier if we can see each other. So if you are able to, on the bottom left, if you can show yourself so we can all see each other again and feel a little bit less distant from each other. Oh, there you go, JJ.
Hello.
All your cleaning supplies there earlier.
Yeah.
Are you actually cleaning, JJ?
Of course.
Okay. Okay.
Of course. I'm trying to launch it from my computer.
You're trying to what?
Launch it from my computer.
Okay. Are you on your phone right now?
Yeah. Look,
Okay.
like for launch, it just says waiting. Okay. I don't know if you can see. No, now it just turned me off. I'll fix it and I'll connect back.
Yeah, just click on the link from your browser.
Yeah.
That should be fine.
I didn't get the email.
You didn't get any emails about the link for the class?
Yeah, I had to call James to send it to me. It was nice to send it to me.
That's not good. Yeah. So you guys, what I wanted to do today was first just, touch base, make sure everyone's doing okay, but also give you guys updates of how our course will be moving forward from here. So just FYI, I am streaming this on YouTube so that I can send you guys the link for it after we are done with this. And I'm going to be posting the links to each class after we get done on Blackboard. Blackboard, by the way, is going to be the place where all of our updates are. I'm posting Blackboard announcements. So if you are one of those students who mutes all your Blackboard announcements, now would be a good time to activate those again so that you can see the updates as they come through. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. And all right. So as we get going into online learning, I want to share with you guys kind of how we're going to proceed with all of that. So our agenda for today includes talking about what this new normal looks like for all of us, and also talking about what the goals are for the course. So before I get into what our goals are as a class, I wanted to share with you guys what my goals are for you. When I first started to plan this class as an online class, which is surreal, just like everything else is right now, I wanted to think about ways of how I can involve all these great online instructional strategies, and that is still important to me. But what I realize is probably the most important thing, and probably the one thing that I want you guys, if there is one thing that you take away from all of this, is how important it is to have empathy as an instructor. When you become a teacher, there are going to be a lot of situations that you have with your students where they're going to be in tough situations. I've had students who've been homeless. I've had students who, have had, difficulties at home, to say the least. And how you respond to that as a teacher, how you're able to show flexibility, all of that is going to be really important. And I hope that that's what you can take away from this experience. So I want to be able to provide you guys with what I call sensible flexibility, in that I want you to tell me, you know, what's going on. If there's some reason why you can't make it to class or you're having issues with deadlines, I always want you to communicate that with me rather than just disappearing on me. I want us all to remain solutions focused. So throughout this whole process, there's going to be troubleshooting. And having never done a field-based course online, never intended to do a field-based course online, there's going to be things that we're going to have to problem solve and figure out together. But what I want you guys to know is that we've got to stay solutions focused so that you guys have the best possible experience given the situation. There's a lot of anxiety and paranoia and misinformation out, and I don't want to add to that for you guys. So I want to be able to provide you with timely information. If you have questions, just ask me. And I want information to be readily available to you, and the hub that we're using for that is still going to be Blackboard. I also want there to be this sense of community, which honestly, you guys, even though this is just a once a week class, I still feel like there is a sense of community within this class already. And I want that to continue to cultivate, because I mean, I don't know about you guys, but you know, being quarantined and all of that, it starts to get to you. There's only so much Netflix I'm sure you guys can watch. Although I don't know, maybe there's a lot more you can watch, but I know I am like doing my best to get out there and stay in touch with people and all of that. So, and by get out there, I don't mean like I'm not social distancing. I mean just going outside and getting fresh air. So I think that I want our classes to feel collaborative and in a place where you have that social interaction. And that's what we're going to try to do each time we meet. So at the moment, I am planning for us to continue to use Zoom. I know a lot of you guys are using Teams for your classes, and I will send out like a quick poll towards the end of the week just to kind of see, do you guys have a preference between Zoom versus Teams? In some ways, I feel like it's all the same to you guys, but I don't want to make any assumptions. And so I want to hear from you if you have a preference. I'm willing to use either platform. So whatever it is that seems to be like a majority leaning towards, we'll go ahead and work with that one. But for now, we're using Zoom. I've already told you guys everything else is going to be continued through Blackboard. All right, so I want to establish some norms for us as we move forward with online learning, just so that there are some consistencies. One thing that I want you guys to look, so if you're on your Zoom window and you click on participants, you'll notice that there is a little hand raising option at the bottom of the participants list. That's how we're going to do our discussions. I know that feels kind of weird, but all of this is weird, right? So I see Luis and JJ have tried out the hand raising function. And what that basically is going to be used for when we're having discussions and I'm like, well, what do you guys think of this or whatever? Just raise your hand like you would in class and I'll say, okay, you know, go ahead and unmute yourself and tell me what